Okay, now we'll try to understand about an interesting theorem of probability. This is the actually Bayes theorem, and we will discuss this theorem and try to understand some application of it. Bayes theorem and its application. Okay, this is actually Bayes theorem can be stated like this in a short form, provided a way to convert a priori probabilities to a post priori probabilities. That means probability of A when B happened, multiplication with probability of B, that's this result equals the probability of B when A happened into probability of A. Okay, we are using the conditional probability here. Conditional probability, one of the most useful concepts, probability of A when B happened. Okay, that means happening of A depending on the happening of B. If there are this omega is the total space, probability space. Now this ball, green ball is B, and this is the by another color probability A. So probability of A when B happened can be written as probability of happening AB at the same time divided by probability of B. But remember that probability of B must happen. That means it is not impossible event. That means it can never be zero. Probability of B can never be zero. That means it must be positive. That means it will must happen. So this theorem provides a way to convert a priority probabilities to a post priority probabilities. That means probability of A happening B into probability of B equals to probability of B when A happened. Okay. And using set notations, we can write also for in a generalized form. We can write down the now we'll try to prove the actually Bayes theorem. This statement can be stated as if B1, B2, B3 dot dot Bn are mutually exclusive events. That means probability of all Bi's can never be zero. Okay. That means where I equals to 1 to n of a random experiment, then for any arbitrary events A of the sample space of the above experiments with probability of A must happen, that means greater than 0, then we can write probability of all Bi when A happened can be written as probability of all Bi multiplied with probability of A when Bi happened divided by sum of all probability of Bi multiplied with probability of A when Bi happened. This can be written as also probability of for n equals to 3, we can write probability of B2 when A happened equals to probability of B2 multiplied probability of A when B2 happened divided by sum of all three probabilities for n equals to 3. This is the actual statement. Now I'll try to prove this statement. We have to remember these mutually exclusive events means you must know there will be no common happening. You must know for mutually exclusive events, probability of either A or B will be just sum of their probabilities, individual probabilities. So this is the this will be designed. Okay, so this statement can be written as probability of Bi when A happened equals to probability of Bi multiplied with probability of A when Bi happened, and this probability this is the from loss of multiplication probability or compound probability, and this is the same. Just we are using this summation I equals to up to n to get the total space, and this is the favorable space, probability of favorable space divided by this summation indicates what? Total space. Now for n equals to 3, we can write probability of B2 when A happened. This equals to this here probability of we are trying to find out probability of B2 when A happened. This will be equals to probability of B2 multiplied probability of A divided A when B2 happened. Okay, divided by sum of these three probability. Just omitting this summation, we can write probability of I equals to 1 here. I equals to 1 will give this. For I equals to 2, just this one. For I equals to 3, third term. Okay, just this is the generalized form for n equals to 3. Now let us try to prove this. Let S be the sample space of the random experiment, the events B1, B2, B up to Bn being exhausted. Okay, so this sample space S can be written as sum of all happening events. That means S equals to B1 union B2 union up to union what? Bn, where A is the subset of S, because A is the another events conjugate with what? Happening B. So A can be written as A intersection S, because A events must happen. So A intersection S can be written as A intersection S means what? S means this total sum of all events of B. So B1 union B2 union B union C. You must know the distributive laws of set. You must know A intersection B1 union A intersection B2 union A intersection B3 union dot dot last union and A intersection Bn. Just this using distributive law of sets. So if we use the probability, take probability of A, what will be probability of A? Now probability of A will be what? Probability of sum of all this one. Probability of sum of all this. So probability of A intersection B1 plus we are using omitting set notation. Okay, that means using a plus sign for union. So probability of this plus probability of this one plus dot dot plus probability of this one. So using multiplicative laws of probability, that means conditional probability, we can from conditional probability this A intersection B1 can be written as this one. How? You must know conditional multiplicative laws of probability. This one, probability of A and B equals to what? Probability of A multiply probability of B when A happened. Just using this one here, probability of A intersection B1 what? Probability of B1 multiplied with what? Probability of A when B1 happened. We can write this form also, probability of A and probability of B when B1 when A happened in inverse. We can write also. So this can be written as this one by using this formula. Okay, just we are trying to find out probability of A equals to what? Probability of A intersection B divided by what? Probability of B when A happened. This one formula. Okay, so similarly for probability of A intersection B2, we can write B1 B2 and here B2 plus dot dot up to probability of A intersection Bn. What will be probability of Bn multiplied with probability of A intersection A when Bn happened. So this can be written as this all sum can be written as using summation I equals to 1 to n probability of Bi multiplied with probability of A when Bi happened. Just using summation. Now this is the equation number 1. Now probability of A intersection Bi can be written as this one using this formula. Same formula, probability of A intersection B equals to probability of A multiplied probability of B when A happened. Using same formula, we can write this one. So from this line, probability of Bi, this equals to can be written as this equals to what will be? This divided by probability of A. Okay. This divided by probability of A means what? This. And probability of A intersection Bi equals to what? A intersection Bi. Probability of Bi multiplied with probability of A when Bi happened. This formula, using this formula. Same formula, multiplicative formula. And probability of A equals to what? This one, equation number 1. And this is the actually proof of Bayes theorem. I hope if you do practice, you can prove this one. But you have to remember that probability of B is the probability of occurrence B. If we are told that the probability event A has already occurred, on knowing about the event A, probability of B is changed to probability of B when A happened. With the help of Bayes theorem, we can calculate this one also. Now we'll try to some application of this Bayes theorem. Suppose we are trying to solve this example, and urn 1 contains 3 white and 4 red balls, and second urn, another pot, contains 5 white and 6 red balls. Okay, one ball is drawn at a random from one of the urns and is found to be white. Find the probability that it was drawn from first urn. Okay, now let us consider U1 be the ball is drawn from urn 1 and U2 will be the probability of the ball is drawn from urn 2. Now W is the ball is white. So there are 3 events. Remember it. One is U1 another for first urn, U2 is the second urn, and W is the ball will be white. Now we have to find out probability of the ball will come from first urn. U1 divided by, that means when the ball is white. U1 probability of U1 when W happened. W means what? The ball is white. Then probability of coming from first urn if the ball is white. Actually, we are using this notation and from the Bayes theorem. Probability of U1 when the ball is white equals to, can be written as probability of U1 multiplied probability of the ball is white when it is coming from first urn divided by sum of these two, because there are 2 urn. Remember it. Just this one for first urn and U2 is the for second urn. Since 2 urns are equally likely to be selected, that means the selection probability of selection urn will be what? Probability of U1 equals to probability of U2. What will be? 1 by 2, because there are 2 urn. So first urn, probability of first urn or second urn, what will be? 1 by 2. Favorable space divided by total space. Total space means what? There are 2 urn, and first urn means what? Only 1. So probability of white ball, drawing white ball from first urn equals to probability of a white ball is drawn from first urn. What will be? 3 by 7, because in first urn, how many balls here? 3 white balls and 4 red balls. Total ball what? 7. So drawing a white ball, 3C1, because there are 3 white ball. 3C1 divided by total ball is 7. This is why 3 by 7. Now probability of drawing white ball from second urn, what will be? Probability of a white ball is drawn from second urn, what will be? In second urn, how many white ball? 5 white ball and 6 red balls. So in second urn, total 11 balls. This is why the probability of coming white ball from second urn will be what? 5 by 11. Now from equation 1, just putting all these values, we can write, we can find probability of getting white ball and it will must come from first urn equals to, just putting all these values. This is the application of Bayes theorem actually. And in many industry, medicine industry, actually using this probability to make a effective medicine. Okay, in different kinds of industry, also using this concept of Bayes theorem to make their effectiveness of the industry. Now another example, 3 urns contains, there are 3 urns, 6 red ball in first urn, 6 red, 4 black, second urn, 4 red, 6 black, third urn, 5 red and 5 black balls respectively. One of the urn is selected at random and a ball is drawn from it. If the ball is drawn is red, find the probability that it drawn from the first urn. That means similar example, just 1 urn is increased. So U1 is the ball is drawn from U1 first urn, U2 will be the ball is drawn from second urn, U3 will be the probability of what? The ball is drawn from U3, and R is the ball will be red. So probability, we have to find out probability of a red ball which is coming from first turn. Okay, now by using Bayes theorem, because there are 3 urn, we have to write down the total sample space. What will be sum of 3 of this? Okay, for the first urn this one, plus for the second urn this, and for the third urn, using Bayes theorem. Now, since the 3 urns are equally likely to be selected, so probability of U1 equals to probability of U2 equals to probability of U3, what will be? Favorable outcome will be 1. Total urn is 3. This is why 1 by 3. So also probability of coming red ball from first urn, probability of a red ball which is drawn from first urn, what will be? In first urn, how many red ball? 6 red ball, and total ball what? 10. 6 and 6 red, 4 black. So probability will be this. So probability of red ball and drawn from second urn. In second urn, red ball how many? 4, and total ball what? 10. Similarly, from the red ball drawn from third urn equals to what will be? 5 by 10, because in a third urn 5 red balls, and total balls what? 5 red plus 5 black. So total ball also 10. So this can find, we can easily now from equation 1, probability of red ball which coming from first urn equals to, just using these values from in equation 1. Very easy. Now we are trying to understand interesting example of a factory. In a bolt factory, machine A, B, C manufactures respectively 25%, 35%, and 40% of the total. There are 3 manufacturers machine. One is A, B, C. Okay. If their output 5, 4, 2% are defective bolts. 5, 4, and 2% are defectives. That means A machine 5 defectives, B machine 4 defectives, and C 2%. A bolt is drawn at random from the product and is found to be defective. What is the probability that it was manufactured by machine B? That means it's coming from machine B. Now let us consider, as the previous example, A is the bolt is manufactured by machine A, and B will be the set of what? Manufactured by machine B, and C will be the manufactured by machine C. So probability of A is given 0.25%, probability of B 35%, and probability C given what? 40%. 40% means what? 0.40. Now the probability of drawing a defective bolt and manufactured by machine A. Defective bolt manufactured by machine A. What will be? It is also given 5% given. Okay, 5%. That
স্যার আপনার মাইক্রোফোন অফ।
Okay, probability of B, probability of defective bolts, and it must come from second manufacturer, machine B, will be the formula, but it is coming from Bayes theorem. So probability of B machines multiplied with probability of defective bolts, and it's coming from machine B. So there are three terms because there are 3 machine. One is A machine, and this is the sample space for A machine. This is the sample space of B machine, and this is the sample space for C machine. Okay, and we are drawing from what? B machine. This is why B machine favorable space divided by total space. So just putting all these values, and these values all are given. Remember it. These all are given, and this equals to 0.41. Very interesting example and very easy also. Now Another example, an insurance company insured 2,000 scooters drivers, 4,000 car drivers, and 6,000 truck drivers. The probability of accidents are this and this. Okay, 0.01, 0.03, and 0.15 respectively. One of the insured person meets with an accident. What is the probability that he is a scooter driver? There are actually three events, one E1, E2, E3, and A be the event defined as follows. E1 equals to what? Person chosen as a scooter driver. E2 will be the car driver. E3 will be what? Truck driver. And A is the person meets with an accident. Okay. Now we have total number of scooter driver what? 2,000. Total number of car driver and E2 what? 4,000, and it is given also. Okay. And truck driver, total number of truck driver, and E3 what will be 6,000. It is also given. So the probability will be what? Actually total number of person what? 12,000. So probability of scooter driver what will be? 2,000 favorable space divided by total space 1/6. Similarly, probability of car driver what will be? Favorable space car driver what? 4,000 divided by total sample space 1/3. And probability of truck driver what will be? Total truck driver 6,000 divided by total sample space. So this will be half. Now it is given that probability of A means what actually? But the person who meets with an accident. Remember it. So probability of A and its will be scooter driver equals to probability that person meets with an accident, given that he is a scooter driver, and it is also given in question 0.01. Okay, 0.01. And for car driver 0.03, and for truck driver 0.15. Okay, probability of the person who is meeting, and it will be car driver will be this, and probability of the driver who meets the accident, and he will be the truck driver, the probability is 0.15. It is given in question. So you are required to find out the probability of the person meets with an accident, and he will be what? Scooter driver. That means probability of E1 when A is happened. A means what? The person who meets with an accident. So, and he will be the scooter driver. We have to find out this one. Okay, we have to find out this one. What is the probability that he is a scooter driver? The person who meets with an accident will be a scooter driver, equals to, by Bayes theorem, we can write probability of scooter driver multiplied with probability of the person who meets with an accident when he is a scooter driver. Sum of three drivers. This is from this for what? Scooter driver, and this for truck drivers. This sample space will be for truck driver. So sum of all sample space will be this, and this is the favorable space. Okay, just putting these all values, we are we get the result 1/52. Very interesting, and this is the actual application of Bayes theorem. I hope these two examples will be homework for you. Write down now. This 1 and 2 will be example. These two examples will be homework for you. Okay. So this is the actually Bayes theorem we have proved, and we have discussed the Bayes theorem and its generalized form, and we also discussed its application in different kinds of sectors, especially in industry and other different kinds of sectors. So this is very important theorem in statistics, especially in probability. I hope everybody will try to understand this and practice it at home.